Thank you, Ray, for the very kind introduction, and good morning to all of you. So, as Ray said, today's talk will be about willpower, very different from all the other talks that you've heard today in the IT sphere. It all started about a year ago when I got a call from Dr. Liat Kuzniar, a naturopathic physician based out of New Jersey in the US. She also happened to be my daughter. And she says, "Daddy, I have a problem and I need your help." And that is, many, if not most, of my patients are telling me that's what's failing them in their attempts to change their life is willpower, or the lack thereof. So, Daddy, she says, will you help me sort this willpower thing, understand it, grasp it, and find some approach and some solution to it? And with that started our journey for the last year or so into the science of willpower, understanding what it is, how it works, and how we can make use of it. And that's what I want to share with you today. And then I took on dishwashing with my left hand. It cost us a couple of plates, but it worked in the end. The last one I've tried, this one is a little more risky, is shaving with my non-dominant hand. In the beginning, I had some bloody accidents, but this morning, as you can see, I shaved with my left hand and my face is still intact. So the idea here is select your simple exercises that you know you stand a high chance with good practice and dedication to master, and then be on target, focus on them for a period of time until they become a habit. What I'd like to invite you to do now is to do a short 1-minute mindfulness meditation practice using a technique that I've learned 2 weeks ago from a Japanese Buddhist monk at Echo Temple on top of Mount Koya, south of Osaka in Japan. Please sit comfortably in your chairs, but erect. Your hands comfortably on your lap or wherever else it's comfortable for you. When I say go, close your eyes, please. And then concentrate fully and solely on your breathing. So how can we use this knowledge of what scientists call this habit loop? You see the cue, you do the behavior, you get the reward, you develop a craving. How can we use that to overcome undesired habits or adopt new habits? So here is a completely hypothetical situation at the organizational level. And let's assume that your meetings are really not effective. They start late, people always wonder, 5-10 minutes after the start time, they end late. People jump into each other's speech, they interrupt each other, they go off at a tangent, speaking on unrelated topics. At the end of the meeting, people are wondering what had been achieved by the meeting. Nobody knows what the action items are and by whom and by when. Really, those meetings are a mess, and your objective is, perhaps you're a newcomer to the organization, is to really improve the effectiveness of those meetings. So how would you do it knowing the habit loop principles and concepts? So the first thing is you will design the desired behavior. And that could be like starting on time, ending on time, speaking in turn, and so on. And you'll write some kind of meeting etiquette or meeting procedure that you want your team to adopt. And then you will have some cues, some reminders. So a countdown clock, some electronic reminders to your team. You will appoint a meeting marshal. you'll start monitoring and measuring specifically on-time starts, on-time finish, speech interruptions, and all these things that you want to habitualize. And after a while, you'll start noticing that those behaviors are becoming habitualized in the team. Of course, you'll have to add some rewards, so maybe you'll do a draw of a cruise on the Royal Caribbean or something else, and that will possibly incentivize. At the personal level, you definitely have to design a reward. At the organizational level, you have to design a reward as well. Perhaps it won't be a cruise, will be something else. So this brings us to the end of the 6 interventions. And with that, I think we are at 11:15, right on time. So I'd like to thank you very much for time and attention. And I hope that this was of some value and interest to you. Thank you.